I see you on account of acting up like I did about that cow.
Oh, I see.
Now that's all over, and we've been formally introduced and all. I'd like very much to go riding with you someday.
Oh, would you?
Yes, ma'am. You ain't afraid of me, are you?
Oh, why should I be?
No reason at all. I'm as gentle as a plow horse. And I'm powerful, interested in education.
Oh, then I do hope you come to some of my classes. I have several little boys just your age.
I'd sure be proud. Yes. Only I don't reckon I could get away from work to go to school right now.
Oh, but you could get off to go riding.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll be calling for you up at the schoolhouse. Well, how do you like the new horse?
Oh, she's marvelous. What's her name? Oh, what are you laughing at?
Well, her name is Sir Henry, but I call him Hank for short.
Well, he's a nice horse.
You want to get off here for a while?
All right.
Easy now. There you are.
Oh, thanks. Oh, it was wonderful to ride out here. I love it more every day we come.
I reckon I do, too. Never noticed the country much before, but coming out this way with you all the time, I like it fine.
You haven't told me about that book I lent you last week. Did you finish it?
That Romeo and Juliet? Yes, ma'am, I finished it.
Don't tell me you didn't like it.
Well, I ain't read any poetry before, but as soon as I get the hang of it, it'll be as easy as reading the patent medicine catalog.
Didn't you like the story?
Well, they raised a mighty strange breed of men in them days, but in some respects, this Romeo was a pretty good hombre.
Oh, indeed. Just a pretty good hombre.
Yes'm. He had his enemies and killed them. Shows he wasn't no coward and proves he was quick on the draw.
Why, you approve of killing your enemies?
No.
An eye for an eye?
No. Not if there's an honorable way out, no, ma'am. But them enemies was particular ornery. They had it coming to them.
Well, what else? What didn't you like about Romeo?
I didn't like him in that balcony scene.
The balcony scene? Why, that's the most famous scene in the play.
Maybe so, but not for me. What's his idea in traipsing up and down a rope ladder, anyhow? Why didn't he go in through the front door?
Don't you understand? Their families were enemies.
But traipsing up a ladder, that ain't my idea of a real man.
Well, what would you do? Go in and kill her father? That would be nice.
No, I wouldn't have killed him, but I'd have had a showdown with him man to man, and if he was too stubborn to call off that fool feud, I'd have grabbed Juliet right off that balcony and married her.
That was just what he was planning to do.
Yeah, I know, but he couldn't stop playing actor on that balcony. Wasted so much valuable time, he got them both killed.
What would you have done?
Well, I ain't no Romeo, but if I loved a gal and wanted her, I wouldn't fritter away the time on no rope ladder making up poetry.
Well, what would you do?
I'll show you. I'll just take her like this.
Let me go. Stop it. Stop. Oh.
There, that's what I'd do.
You're just as sure of yourself as ever, aren't you?
Molly, don't play act with me. We don't fool each other. We ain't on no balcony. Molly, don't you think the spring is the prettiest time of the year to be married?
I don't want to be married.
Oh, Molly.
Well, not yet, anyhow. I've got my school, and I'm just getting started, and...
Teaching school. That ain't no woman's job in life.
It's mine. Oh, I like you, and I admire you, but I'm not sure of myself yet. This country's so new and strange. I feel like an alien, an outsider. Oh, I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel that I'm, well, different.
Women are funny, Molly. I don't understand them.
Well, I'm glad you think you don't. What was that?
Sounds like a calf bawling. I better find out what the trouble is.
I'll go with you.
No, you better stay here. I'll be right back. Come on, boy. Hello, Steve.
Oh, hello. I didn't know you was coming up this end of the range.
Oh, I'm just kind of drifting around.
I just been putting a monogram in a couple of strays.
Yes, so I noticed. Steve, there's no use talking around things. You've been putting Travis's brand on somebody else's calf.
Well, what about it?
That's rustling, Steve.
Oh, what's a few calves, more or less, for a man that's got thousands? I'm sick of nurse-maiding somebody else's cows around for no more than enough to keep you in smoking tobacco.
Don't talk that away, Steve. You and I have done a lot of loco things together. But there's some things that ain't only loco, they're plumb wrong.
Now you take life too seriously.
This whole country's taking things more seriously. I ain't trying to lecture you or play Sunday school on what's right or wrong, but the ranchers around here are plumb sick of having their herds trimmed out, and there'll soon be posses out with ropes on their saddles.
Well, I'm carrying a nice limber one to make it easy for them, if they catch me.
You blamed hard-headed fool.
What are you going to do? Turn me in?
Nobody's talking about that. I reckon I couldn't be sore at you no matter what you did. But listen, Steve. You and I have been friends too long to find ourselves lined up on opposite sides in anything like this.
Oh, shucks. How do I know what I'm going to do? This country's getting too civilized, too solemn. Yeah, I got a notion I'll be moseying out to the gold fields or someplace.
No need you leaving, Steve. You know, you can stay on here as long as you want. Just so you don't do nothing crazy.
And if I do?
We ain't going to talk about that. Not till the time comes. Only I'm just hoping the time never does come.
Gary Cooper will be back in just a few moments to continue the story of the Virginian. But now, let's go to the airport in Burbank, out beyond the huge Warner Brothers studio. And as the 5:30 plane takes off for New York, in the crowd are two girls. Let's listen.
Letter, all right, that he should drive way out from Hollywood just to send it off in the 5:30 plane.
Is it important? It's an airmail special delivery to dear old Butler.
Oh.
Anyway, I think it's fun to see planes off. A lot of other people do, too. Look at the crowd.
What? Well, they're not looking at the plane.
No.
Look at those mics and lights over there.
Oh.
They must be shooting a picture.
Yes. Isn't that Ann Southern?
Yes, it is Ann Southern. Oh, doesn't she look like a million?
Some snappy suit she's wearing.
Some snappy complexion, too. I wish I had one like it.
Ann Southern's complexion does look lovely. It will continue to look soft and smooth and clear because this youthful star protects it. She knows that enemy to good looks, cosmetic skin, comes when you're careless. Here's what this charming star says. Of course I use cosmetics, but I don't risk unattractive cosmetic skin. I use Lux toilet soap because then I know I'm safe. That's good advice for you. Lux toilet soap's lather is active. It removes every trace of dust and dirt, stale rouge and powder that might remain to choke the pores. It's when the pores are choked that tiny blemishes, a dull, lifeless look, enlarged pores tell you you're getting cosmetic skin. Remember, put Lux toilet soap on your shopping list. Buy for your complexion the same care 9 out of 10 screen stars use. Once again, Mr. DeMille.
We continue with The Virginian, starring Gary Cooper, with Charles Bickford as Trampus, Helen Mack as Molly Wood, and John Howard as Steve. Several weeks have passed since the Virginian warned Steve against rustling cattle, but the warning went unheeded. We find Steve now with Trampus and 2 other men engaged in running a herd. It's late at night, and they've made camp in a rugged hideaway deep in the hill country. Trampus, squatting beside the fire, gloats over their victory.
Not so bad, eh, boys? 300 head of cattle worth more than 75 apiece. Better than herding for a living, ain't it, Steve?
Say, I'm still herding them cows. We've been running them hard all day long. This ain't no picnic at all.
You'll have your picnic, Steve, when we cash in on 'em. Hey, Pedro.
See?
Put another stick on the fire.
Yeah, wait a minute, Trampus. I'd let that fire be. It's big enough now. If anyone's following us, they'll see it show us shooting.
What's eating you, Jim? Getting scared?
Well, ain't no use asking for trouble. Let the fire alone.
Hey, listen. When I want a fire, I'm going to have it. If there's anybody following us, there's 40 miles back, cooling their heels.
Yeah, hunting for cow tracks underwater.
Well, I'm going to dangle down the ravine, see how Greasy's getting along. Night herding them critters. Right back, Steve.
All right.
Listen.
What's that? Ain't you never heard cattle before, Jim?
It sounded like they was being disturbed or something.
Calm down, boy. You're all on edge.
Sure, everything is all right.
Yeah? Maybe. But I'll be glad when we get rid of them cows, I'll tell you that.
What if they do catch us? You can only die once.
Yeah, what's life anyway? A few winters waiting for spring, a few summers wishing they'd last, and then your little 6x3, 6 feet under the ground, that's all. Might as well be now as later.
Well, that ain't the way I feel about it. I ain't itching to die just yet.
Ah, come on, let's think of something cheerful.
Sure, we sing something to cheer you up.
Now, boy, Pedro, make it low and sweet.
Cuando sale de la baña, valga mi Dios.
Whoa, boy, whoa.
What's up, boss?
Look down there. That fire.
It's them. It's the rustlers.
Easy now. The cattle must be down in that ravine. Nebraska, take 3 men and round them up.
Sure.
Shorty, you skid around to the north and come up on the campfire from there. Take Honey and Baldy with you, but leave your horses here.
All set, boss.
Judge, you stick with me.
Okay.
When I whistle, Shorty, you and your men close in.
Yeah. Won't they be surprised down there?
All right now? Spread out, everybody. And come in easy. We want to make sure we get them all on the first floor.
Ay, tu da mi amor, ay, que vente conmigo, Chanita, a donde vivo yo.
Atta boy, Pedro. I always liked that song.
What was that? I told you they would.
Get their guns, boys.
Yeah, we got 'em, boss.
All right, now stay right where you are.
¿Cómo estamos? Why are you calling cards, boys?
Thanks for the ditty, Pedro. It was real entertaining. Hello, Steve.
Hello.
I was afraid I'd find you here.
Yeah?
I warned you, Steve.
Sure, it's all right.
Well, where's Trampus?
Trampus? Oh, he ain't here. Me and Pedro and Jim were hunting by ourselves this trip.
With 5 cups over there on the rock, you must have been drinking with a cup in each hand.
Hey, boss. Oh, here. Hey, we got the cattle all right, but whoever was tonight herding them ducked.
We'll get them later.
What do we do now, boss?
I say string them up. Now, wait a minute. You got anything to say, Steve?
Oh, I guess not.
You're sure of that?
Yeah.
All right, boys. You know what to do.
Sure we do. Let's have your rope, Shorty. Now, there's a good tree right over there.
No, I don't want to die. I don't want to die, I tell you. But I tell you, I don't want to die.
Shut up, Jim. You got to take your medicine graceful. Well, come on, boys. I guess we're all set.
Ain't you riding in with us, boss?
No. I'm staying here, Shorty. I got things to do and things to think about.
I know how you feel. About Steve, I mean.
He was my friend, Shorty.
I know. He sure went game, though. Not a whimper out of him.
He never even looked at me. Not once. He never said a word.
I reckon he wanted to, boss. You see, when he was getting things ready, Steve gave me his gun. He said to give it to you, boss.
To me?
Yeah. There's a note that goes with it. He wrote it while he was waiting.
Give it to me.
Here it is.
I can't see so good. Would you read it to me, Shorty?
Sure. It says, so long. I couldn't have spoke to you without playing the baby. Steve.
Steve.
Well, will you be riding in now, boss?
No, you go along. I'm heading over to Lost Valley.
What?
I got things to do. I got a hunch that Trampus went that way. I'm going after him.
Keep your head down, Reedy. We sun up soon.
I ain't taking no chances of being spotted.
We gotta get away.